Won't be a big video today. I just wanted to take a moment out of my day to have a bit of a quick chat. And just come back from gym tonight. It's about 8 o'clock right now. Another good 11-hour day of work, and then straight into the gym. So it was good. I'm on day 1 of 30. Officially been playing with some fasting, and we're about to kick off 30 days straight of that. I'm going to document that as well and get that process up on YouTube for you guys. But I want to take a moment tonight to talk about something that's been eating away at me. And that is that everyone seems to think, oh, you got to be a millionaire and you got to buy this online course, all this. And that is that you don't need to be rich. You just need enough to be financially free. Now, lately, when you look online, it's all these people selling these $997 courses or come to this retreat and learn how to make all this money. But to be honest, man, the world is in absolute shambles with the state of the economy at the moment. You got less than a third of households have $1,000 put away even for emergency savings. Interest rates are through the roof at the moment. Home loans and mortgages, it seems like it's never going to happen for some people. And it just feels like the whole state of everything is in shambles. And on top of that, you got these charlatans telling you that if you use their method of stock trading or learn how to do these sales with their course, I'll let you in on a hot tip. No one that's figured out how to become a millionaire, if they've found some weird hack to generate money, why would they sell you a course for $900 fucking dollars? The only person that's going to get rich from this is the person selling the course. But to be honest, you don't even need to really be a millionaire. Aaron Clarey has released a book, which I'll put up here. He's released several books. And one of them talks about how much it is that you need to retire. And it's really not as bad as you think. But everyone seems to be doing this thing, which I guess you'd call it keeping up with the Joneses, where you got to have the latest and greatest of everything. You got to have brand new cars, big fancy houses. And to be honest, if you keep doing this, you're just going to go into that much debt that financial freedom, it's never even going to be attainable for you. Now, obviously, everyone's idea of financial freedom is going to be different. Some people, it might be finding a way to make $50,000 of passive income a year. It might mean that you can semi-retire at 40 instead of waiting until you're 67. Or it might even mean that you never fully retire and you only work because you enjoy the social side of it and you only have to work 2 or 3 days a week. Before we go any further, I just want to say that if you think any of this is going to be easy, it's not. Nothing worth doing has ever been easy. I want to take a moment out of my day as well to say thank you for taking a moment out of your day to watch this video. As always, if you got anything from this so far, like and subscribe, and we'll continue on here. Now, if we take a look at the data, it's clear that the cost of living is going through the roof. I don't want to be that boomer type of attitude and be all like, oh, just pull yourself up by your bootstraps, because that doesn't work where we are currently in the economy. But I'm sure you've heard it been said, sayings like, consumerism will consume you, what you consume will consume you. But a quote that I heard the other day that really stuck with me is that life improves dramatically when the pursuit of consumerism is removed. What exactly does that mean? Well, I don't know if you remember a few years ago, a big movement started called minimalism. Basically, it was a story of these two dudes, and I think they had a few tragic events in their life that led up to this idea of, hey, we're unhappy, maybe we don't need all this excess stuff. From there, this has flowed on to the FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early, and a few other different things. Mr. Money Moustache comes into it as well. I'll throw a link up to his website. You can get some good information there. But the main thing is that the more you consume and the more debt that you're in, the unhappier that you're going to be, because you're never going to, I guess you could say, escape the matrix or get out of this whole 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. Be constantly working, and you don't even have the possibility to take risk because, if you've got a family, money's tight at the moment. You got credit card bills, you got debt racked up. None of it's good. So, at some other point, I'm probably going to go a lot more in depth about all this, but I just want to plant the seed, and that is that if you stop consumerism, And like obviously, you got to buy clothes at some point. You got to buy shoes, whatever. But you really need the Versace fucking whatever it is, and the brand new bag, and the $300 sneakers, the brand new Air Nike Jordans. I don't think you do, and I think that you know that you don't either. So I guess if I was going to give a few hot tips, it'd be this: just go ahead and make a budget. Look at where does your money actually go. The biggest thing of a budget, the most basic form of what it is what do you make as far as income? What sources of money have you got coming in? For many people, this might just be their 9 to 5 day job. And then what does it cost you a week to live? So go ahead and list these two things, and hopefully you've got a surplus, meaning that you've got more money left over after you buy your necessities for the week, because otherwise you're already in big trouble. And we might get into that on another topic. So from there, you need to then save that money and find ways that you can make that gap of growth bigger so that you've got more money to put away at the end of every week. Next thing I'd want to be doing is listing all your debts from smallest to largest. This is called the snowball method. I don't know if it was Dave Ramsey that came up with it, but he definitely made that one. He was a big proponent of the movement for the debt snowball. And while it logically makes more sense that you would pay the highest interest debt off first, it's proven that psychologically the reward and the dopamine hit that you get from paying the small debt out first, knowing that you've achieved that, then you can take the money from the small debt and pay that extra bit towards the next debt of the next smallest debt, and so on and so on. And I mean, it starts small. You might have a $200 afterpay, and then a $500 credit card, and then a $2,000 car loan, and then a $10,000 personal loan. But you'll see, as you pay all these off and put more and more money towards this, it really does become, I guess, like what it's called, a snowball. So you think about a snowball at the top of the hill. It's tiny, size of your hand. As it rolls and gets that momentum, it's going to pick up speed, and it's going to get bigger and bigger, and soon become an unstoppable force. And that's the idea behind the debt snowball, is those small little wins, take them where you can get them, start to get out of debt. And then again, it comes back to that first principle of making the gap between what you earn and what you spend. You need to increase the amount of money that's left over. And I guess my third tip is, if you haven't already, don't go into stupid debt. Just pull up for a bit, stop going clubbing, stop going to the fancy dinners. Really look in your budget at where you can free up some room, and stay out of stupid debt, man. Like don't go racking like alcohol and nights out on credit cards. That's a terrible idea. Don't do that. And I guess really to just reiterate the point of this is that you don't need to become, you don't need millions and millions of dollars. If you can live simple, you can retire earlier, and hey, maybe you don't even want to retire. You just want to feel safer and have that bigger safety net between you. So just have a think about what you're doing with your money. So really go into where it needs to, because at the end of the day, all anyone wants to do is to achieve that financial independence, so that you have the money to say no. If you wake up one day and you don't particularly want to be at work, or you don't want to go and do the thing that your boss has said, you can say no. And for some people, some people love work, man. I'm one of those that do. I love the big days, always have, always will. I think I'd be bored otherwise, but it gives me, I guess, the freedom to spend my money on the things that I think are more important. So if you got anything out of this one, please do like, subscribe, comment. You'll see another one of my videos over here. Feel free to get amongst that one. And I want to hear from you down below. What does financial independence mean to you? Does it mean only having to go to work 4 days a week? Does it mean taking the extra holiday? Whatever it is, let me know. All right, guys. Until the next one. Thank you.